Hello students, I am Jay Nagaswara, School Assistant in English. Welcome back to the topic active voice and passive voice. So far, we have discussed different verb forms to be changed into passive voice. Now, let us discuss how to change the sentences in the interrogative pattern. That means passivization of interrogative sentences. We know that interrogative sentences means sentences which are used to put questions. So questioning sentences. Now, in this video, we shall try to know how to change or how to passivize verbs in the interrogative sentences. Let us look at the things. Before we go into this topic, we have to understand the types of questions. How many types of questions are there? Questions which begin with do, does, and did. Do, does, and did. And questions which begin with other auxiliary verbs. That means have forms. Have, has, had, and modal verbs. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, like that. Now, let us discuss how to change a sentence in interrogative form into passive form, especially when the verb given in that sentence is either do, does, or did. Let us look at the examples here. Here, before we go into the examples, look at the sentences. When the verb is do, does, that means in the V1 form, we have to start the sentence in passive voice with am, is, are, one of them, plus object plus V3. Object plus V3 followed by the preposition by and the agent or doer. Next, when the verb is did, that means in the V2 form of do, then we have to start the sentence in passive voice with was or were plus object plus V3 plus by the preposition plus doer. Now let us discuss these things in detail. Look at example 1. Does he sell apples? Does he sell apples? So does is V1S. This is one of the do forms. Does he sell apples? It begins with this question, any question, whether it is interrogative, whether it is yes or no type question or double H question. Naturally, any question begins with the verb form followed by the subject. So, does he sell apples? Here the subject is, doer is he. Does sell, does is the auxiliary verb and sell is the main verb. Does he sell what? Apples. So, apples is the object. But we cannot start straight away with the object apples in the passive form to begin the passive form, because what is the order followed in the interrogative sentences? Verb plus subject. Does is the auxiliary verb and he is the verb, subject here. So does V1 form, apples plural. So when V1 form, when the verb is in V1 form and the object is plural, we have to write are. That's why we have to start with the auxiliary verb, the B form are. Are, that means you look at here, are is the B form. Are, is, am, are. When the verb is, when the do form is in the present form, V1 or V1S form, we have to start either am, is, are, one of them plus object. So what is the object here? Apples. So are apples. What is the third thing after this object? V3 of the verb given, main verb given. Sell is the main verb. Sell, sold, sold. So are apples sold by the subjective case of this agent he, it becomes him. That means the objective case. So does he sell apples? It changes into are apples sold by him. Let us go to the second example. Do you like music? Do. Again, V1 form. This question begins with the do form, which is in V1 form. Do you? You is the doer here. Do you like is the main verb. Do you like what? Music. So here, do is V1 form, music is singular. That's why we have to V1 sing when the verb is in V1 form and the object is a singular. We have to use am, is, are, one of them. So music is, we say. That's why is, and this B form is followed by the object. What is the object here? Music. And what is the V3 of liked here? Like here, liked. So is music liked by the agent comes after the preposition you. So this is the way we have to change sentences when do form or does form is given in an interrogative sentence. Now let us look at the third example. Here the do form is in V2 form. Did, it is in V2 form. Did Mr. Abel is the doer here, agent. Did Mr. Abel pay the insurance premium? So the insurance, did Mr. Abel pay what? The insurance premium. So the insurance premium is the object. It is singular, and did, it is V2. So verb V2 form, did is in V2 form, and the object is in singular form. It is a singular noun. That's why we have to write the V form was plus. What is the object here? Look at this one. Was or were plus. When did is there in the sentence in active form, we have to start with was or were plus, object plus, V3 plus, by plus, doer. Now, let us look at this one. Was, why we have to write was here? Did V2, insurance premium singular. That's why was. Object is the insurance premium. Was the insurance premium? Pay is the V1 form. So let us change it to the V3 form. Paid by whom is the agent here? Mr. Abel. So was the insurance premium paid by Mr. Abel? So we have to follow this verb subject order in interrogatives. Now, fourth one. Where did you buy that book? Where did you buy that book? Here, question number 3 is an SR no type question. Question number 4, it is a WH question. What is the difference between these two? Here, in SR no type question, we begin a sentence, an interrogative sentence with an auxiliary verb. What about this one, fourth one? Before this auxiliary verb did, we have put where this interrogative word, WH word. So that is the only difference. So when an interrogative word, when a WH word is there at the beginning of an interrogative sentence, we have to write the same. And after that, we have to follow the steps that we have followed in question number 3. Where did you buy that book? Where did V2, you, the doer, buy, main verb. Where did you buy what? That book. That book is the object. So this is a singular one. So did V2, object singular. So we have to write was, the B form. Before that, what we have to do? As I have already told you, we have to write the WH word first. Where was, what is the object here? That book. By, main verb. Change it into the V3 form. That is buy, bought. So where was that book? Bought by, and bring the doer over here after this preposition by you. Fifth one. Why does he waste his time? Why does he waste his time? Why? This is also an interrogative word. That means a WH word. Does V1 form. He, doer. Waste, waste. Actually, it is the main verb. Okay. Why does he waste? What? His time. His time is the object in singular number. Does the auxiliary verb do form? It is in V1 form. So that's why V1 plus singular object. So we have to start with is. And before we start with this is, this be form, we have to begin the sentence with the WH word. Why is object his time, waste, wasted, wasted. So wasted is the V3 of waste. So what we have to understand here, if a question begins with do, does, or did, we have to start the passivization. That means passive form of the sentence with the be form. Is, am, or, was, or were. And then if any WH word is there before an SR no type question, we have to begin that sentence with that WH word only, followed by the be form and the object and V3 of the main verb, preposition, and after that the doer. Like this we can change. Now, so far we have discussed how to change verbs into passive when the verbs in active voice are do, does, or did. Now let us discuss some questions which begin with other auxiliary verbs. Other auxiliary verbs means what here? Other than be forms. Other than be forms. Other than be forms means what are the auxiliary verbs that are other than be forms? We have forms. We have modal verbs. What are these have forms? Do, does, have, has, had, and modal verbs. What are these modal verbs? Will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, like this. Now, what we have to follow here? When there is an auxiliary verb means not the do form. When a sentence begins with do, does, did, we have already discussed what to do. Now, if the auxiliary verb with which a question begins is other than a do form, maybe a have form or a modal verb, then what to do? We have to begin the sentence in passive voice with the same auxiliary verb. Suppose have is given. We have to begin with have form only. Suppose a modal verb is given in the active voice. We have to begin the passive voice, sentence in passive voice with the same modal verb. So this is what we have to understand. Here also the verb subject order is followed. That is what we have to remember. Question number 1. Could the young man convince his father? Could the young man convince his father? So this is a question. So could. So this is what kind of verb? It's a modal verb. Could is it is a modal verb. The young man, it is the doer. Could convince. Could the young man convince? So convince is the main verb here. Could convince, that is the verb phrase, and it is split by this subject doer, the young man. So could the young man convince whom? His father. His father is the object. So here, what we have to write? When a modal verb is given, what is the be form that we have to use? Be. What is that? Be. Be is the be form. Can be, could be, would be, should be, may be, might be. Like this we have to change. Could the young man convince his father? So we cannot start with his father straight away because it is a question. So we have to start with his auxiliary modal verb could. Could, what is the object here? His father. Could his father. When a modal verb is given, what is the be form we have to use here? Be. Could his father be convinced? V3. V3 of what? Convince. Convinced by whom? The young man, the doer. So could the young man convince his father? Here, this sentence, this question begins with the modal verb could. What I have told you, When a sentence in active voice begins with a modal verb, we have to start the sentence or begin the sentence in the passive form with the same modal verb followed by the object plus be plus V3. So that is what we have to understand. Will America invent a vaccine for corona? Will America invent a vaccine for corona? Will America, will modal verb again. America, do you invent main verb? Will America invent what? A vaccine for corona. So this is the object here. So we have to start with the same modal verb will here. Will plus object. What is the object here? A vaccine for corona. When a modal verb will, would, shall, should is given, we have to write the be form, be only. So will a vaccine for corona be? What is the main verb? Invent. So we have to change it into the third form, invented. So will a vaccine for corona be invented by America, the agent? So this is the way we have to change. Where have you bought that shirt? Look at this one. Where have you bought that shirt? Here, the sentence, the interrogative sentence begins with this double H word where. And the present perfect structure, have bought, the present perfect structure is given here. And what is the agent here? You. What is the object? That shirt. So where have you bought that shirt? So we all know that when to change this present perfect into passive form, we have to use been, have been, has been, had been, like this. So that's why where. So this interrogative word, this double H word, we have to use in the passive sentence also. So where means where only. How, this is have form, and that shirt, object. Object singular. When singular form is there in the object, we should not use have. If it is a plural, or if it is I, you, they, we have to use have. Otherwise, if the object is a third person singular, we have to use has only. So where has, this have and has, they are in V1 form only, but only the form changes. Both are in V1 form. So where has that shirt, object, been? Why we have included been here? Because has is there. So has bought becomes has been bought. Where has that shirt been bought? Bought, it is already, bought is already in V3 form. So no need of changing it. Bought by the agent. What is the agent here? You. Okay. Where has that shirt been bought by you? Fourth one. What work are they doing? What work are they doing? So what is the doer here? Or who is the doer? What work is not the doer? They, this word is the doer. They are doing some work. They are doing some work. That is the assertive pattern. In the interrogative pattern, we don't know what that work is. That's why we have to start with what work are they doing? So when a word, a double H word is there at the beginning of an interrogative, what we have discussed so far, we have to rewrite the same. So what work means what work only. Here the verb is, the auxiliary verb is are doing, which is present continuous form. So when the verb is in present continuous form, we have to write is, am, are plus V3. Being plus V3. Being plus V3, present continuous form. That's why. So what work, we have to rewrite the same. And are V1, they doing. So what work are becomes is, because work is object. Work itself is the object, which is a singular. That's why we have to use is only, not are. So this are, the V1 changes into is, which is also in V1 form. So what work is being? Why we have written being here? Because doing is in present continuous form. Are doing is in present continuous form. So what work is being done? Do, V3, done by they, the agent. It comes into the objective case. It is changed into the objective case, them. So what work is being done by them? So this is the way we have to change. Next, who was troubling you? Who was troubling you? Here, what is the tense of the verb given here? Was troubling? Past continuous. Past continuous. And it is a question beginning with the interrogative word who. The double H word who. When a sentence in active voice begins with who, we know that we have to begin with by whom. Who changes into by whom. So by whom was. Here this was is V2 form. You. It can be taken both as singular and plural, but when you is the subject, we have to write were only, not was. That's why by whom this was becomes were, because we take the object you as plural only, not as singular. So by whom were you? Were you? Object comes here after this be form. By whom were you being? Why we have written being here? Because the verb phrase given here is in past continuous form in the active voice. That's why. Were you being troubled? Trouble, troubled, troubled. V3 form of trouble is troubled. So let us go to the sixth example. Why have you taken such a foolish decision? Why have you taken such a foolish decision? So this have taken, it is in present perfect form. And this sentence also begins with the double H word why. So we have to begin the sentence in passive with the same interrogative word, the double H word. Why? Here, how has become has. Why? Object is, what is the object? Why have you taken what? Such a foolish decision. So such a foolish decision is a singular object. That's why it is a third person singular. That's why we have to write has only. So why has, what is the object here? Such a foolish decision right here. Why has such a foolish decision been? Why we have included been here? Because the verb given here have taken is in present perfect form. When the verb is in present perfect form, we have to use been only. Been plus V3. So why has such a foolish decision been taken by you? The doer you, it comes after the preposition by here. Now, this is the way, students, this is the way we have to change a sentence into passive. What kind of sentence? An interrogative sentence. It may be an yes or no type question, or it may be a question beginning with a double H word. What we have to do? First of all, we have to identify what kind of verb is given in the active pattern. If it is do, does, or did, what we have to begin the passive sentence with? We have to begin the passive sentence with, if the verb given in the active sentence in the active voice is do or does, we have to begin with am, is, or one of them, plus object plus V3 plus by plus doer. If the verb given in the active pattern is did, we have to begin the sentence in passive pattern with was or were plus object plus V3 plus by plus doer. If the verb is other than, if a question begins with other than a do form. Other than a do form means any auxiliary verb which is a form of have or a modal verb. Then what we have to do? We have to begin the sentence in passive voice with the same auxiliary verb. With the same auxiliary verb followed by the object plus be plus V3 plus by plus doer. Here not necessarily be. It may be being, or been. Auxiliary verb plus object plus be, or being, or been plus V3 plus by plus the agent or doer. So this is the way we have to change sentences in interrogative form into passive pattern. Students, Just watch the video and share it among your friends so that they will also be benefited. Thank you all.